Welcome back to KickStart. I am so excited to be the first KickStart message for you this year, and I want to say how excited I am that we are back on campus and that we are having chapel and KickStart combined throughout the year. We listened to you because we wanted to make sure that we were meeting you where you were at, but we also know the value of being in community. So today, we're going to kick off the KickStart series with the theme of the year for the faculty and the staff. Now, Pastor G is going to have his theme, and we're going to talk about that in chapel. But I want to tell you about the theme that we kicked off this last week in Hale Auditorium with our faculty and staff. The theme for the year is, "And Now God Do It Again." Let me read you the passage so you can have context for what I'm about to share with you. Psalm 126, and it's the entire psalm. "It seemed like a dream, too good to be true, when God returned Zion's exiles. We laughed, we sang, we couldn't believe our good fortune. We were the talk of the nations. God was wonderful to us. We were one happy people. And now, God, do it again. Bring rains to our drought-stricken lives, so those who planted their crops in despair will shout yes at the harvest. So those who went off with heavy hearts will come home laughing with armloads of blessing." I don't know about you, but the last 17 months have been challenging. I was reflecting on my own life and realizing that my natural tendency is to want to push through and forget about all that's taken place and just keep pushing with a hopefulness that something's going to change. And I remember when I received the email saying that we were going to need to mask inside buildings. My first reaction was, no, we're going all the way back to the beginning. But the truth is, we're not. We are back together. Yes, we need to wear masks inside, but we are back together as a community. What I challenged the staff and faculty with this year was to take the time to recreate the community that we have, the Roberts Wesleyan College community. We know that it is unique and part of why you chose to come to Roberts. But we need God's help to do that. And so this psalm, Psalm 126, talks about looking back and remembering the joyful times and the ways in which God blessed us and the way in which he was faithful. But the last part of the passage talks about God's faithfulness even in a drought, even when things are challenging. So my charge to you this year, my hope for you this year, is that you will rely on God, that you will anchor your faith in who he is, and remember that he is faithful even in the challenging times. The challenge I gave the faculty and staff was to see each other, to listen to each other, to hear each other, and to allow God to work on this campus in new ways, to bring back community, to bring us back to a place where we will recognize God's faithfulness and walk a journey together that might be challenging.
I'm praying God come and turn this thing around. God, turn it around. God, turn it around. God, turn it around. I'm calling on the name that changes everything. God, turn it around. God, turn it around. God, turn it around. All of my hope is in the name of Jesus. Breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus.
I'm praying, God, come and turn this thing around. God, turn it around. God, turn it around. God, turn it around. I'm calling
is up to something. He is up to something. God is doing something right now. He is up to something. He is up to something. God is doing something right now.
He is healing someone. He is saving someone. God is doing something right now. He is healing someone. He is saving someone. God is doing something right now. Right now. He is moving mountains, making a way for someone. God is doing something right now. He is moving mountains, making a way for someone. God is doing something right now. Right now. He is moving mountains, making a way for someone. God is doing something right now. Right now. He is moving mountains, making a way for someone. God is doing something. All of my hope is in the name of Jesus. Breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus. All of my hope is in the name of Jesus. Breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus. God turn it around. 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 God turn it around.
You might have noticed that there are sunflowers on campus. I want to tell you the story about the sunflowers because they're tied into our theme for the year in our passage. Back in the summer, I asked facilities to plant sunflowers around the campus as a symbol of where we are headed. Did you know that the sunflower is strong and sturdy and can withstand some of the bad weather, heat and direct sunlight? And it's not always the most attractive stem, right? The body of the sunflower. But think about the beauty of the flower itself that blooms. It follows the sun. It looks to the sun. And when the sun goes down, it bows its head and it comes back up, and it withstands some of the hard weather that comes in the middle of the summer. That visual is planted across campus as a reminder for you as students as well. My prayer is that you will rely on God to anchor you in His faithfulness and in the confidence of who He is in your life. And at the same time, understand that when things get complicated, when I'm frustrated, when there's a decision that's made related to the pandemic or a class or some athletic team you're on or the music department, whatever it is, when some decision gets made that you don't agree with or that's frustrating, that you stop and remember that God is present and faithful even in those moments, and that together we can make a way forward. I'm praying for you this year. I'm praying that God will show up in new ways. I'm praying that as a community, we will come together in new ways to proclaim who God is on this campus and in our lives. God bless you and have a wonderful semester.